Hello, this is Ms. Harris here to talk to you about changing an improper fraction to a mixed number. Remember that an improper fraction is when your top is too big. The numerator should never be bigger than the bottom number or your denominator. So we fix it by dividing. Remember, your fraction bar means to divide. So we're going to write what we say. So we start from the top. 13 divided by 4. Okay, what can you multiply 4 by to get close to 13? The closest we can get is 12 by multiplying by 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. Subtract 3 minus 2 is 1. So remember that your remainder becomes your numerator. Keep the same denominator and don't forget about this whole number because that's how many groups we were actually able to make. All right. Once you do that, you're not done. Check to see if you can simplify. Remember, we simplify by finding the GCF, greatest common factor. What are your factors for 1? Just 1 times 1. So we can write the number 1 once. Our factors for 4, 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. So I can write 2 just 1 time. What is in common? Common means both the same in both lists. It's just the number 1. Remember, when only the number 1 is in common, you know it's in the smallest terms. So 3 1/4 is your final answer. Try another one. 32 over 12. My top is too big, so that means I need to divide. Remember, you write what you say. 32 divided by 12. What can I multiply 12 by to get close to 32? The closest I can get is when I multiply by 2. Remember, you write that number over the last digit that you use. If I wrote my 2 over the 3, that means I'm going into 3. That's not possible. I'm looking at the number 32, so I need to write my answer right above the last digit. So 12 times 2, 24. Subtract. I cannot take 4 from 2, so I need to regroup. This 3 becomes 2. My 2 over here becomes 12. So 12 minus 4, 11, 10, 9, 8. My remainder is 8. Remember, my remainder becomes the numerator. And keep the same denominator. And do not forget about that whole number. I'm not done. I need to see if I can simplify. Remember, when both your top and bottom are even numbers, you can definitely simplify. All right, we simplify by finding what? The GCF. All right, so I need to make my list of factors. Factors of 8. 1 times 8 gives me 8. 2 times 4 gives me 8. 3 cannot use. 4 is already in my list. My factors for 12. 1 times 12. 2 times 6. 3 times 4. And after 3 becomes 4 is already in my list. So I'm done. Now I circle what numbers I see in both lists. I see the number 1, I see the number 2, and I see the number 4. Now I want the greatest of the ones that I circled. So out of 1, 2, and 4, my GCF is going to be 4. So remember, I take my GCF and divide my fraction, the top and the bottom, by my GCF. So 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. And I yet keep my whole number. So my answer is 2 2/3. This concludes the video on being able to change an improper fraction to a mixed number, and also checking to see if you can simplify the fraction part of your mixed number. Thank you.